Awesome. Hi, everybody. Oh, sorry. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining for GBM2. We're so excited for our returning members that were able to make it this evening, as well as if we have any new members, welcome. We're so excited to have you join us. So for anyone that may be newer to the organization, our general body meetings serve as a time for the executive council and now all of our leadership to give you kind of an update and touch base and let you have a little bit of insight into what's going on the kind of back end, and also just share some information about upcoming major events that we have, as well as any updates and changes. So we're really excited. So with that, today specifically, we're going to be walking through a few things. Run over the agenda. We're going to go over the calendar and contact information just so we have a little bit more interaction, and if you are new, get you that information as well. And then we have some really exciting committee updates, so we'll walk through and kind of debrief that whole process committee through, as well as some of our new elected committee chairs, officers, and members. And then we have a WE20 update, as well as we're going to have a little bit of time just to chat and fill out a feedback form. We really want to touch base with y'all and figure out how we're doing this semester, if the events are something you're finding beneficial.
I want to be like her.
To be kind of adjustments made to our calendar or to any of the events that we have going on. So we'll do that. And then we have a super exciting activity. So that's a little bit about what we're walking through today.
Awesome. Thanks, Liz. So yeah, so really quick, getting connected. I just really want to highlight some of the big things for you guys to know. If you ever need to get a hold of an executive council member or someone on our leadership team and you don't know where to go or who to talk to, you can go to this link on our website. It's just swe.engineering.asu.edu/welcome/2021 executive council. So you can also click the link there. It's also pretty easy to navigate from our website. But this will give you all of the council members and their position and an email to contact us at. As well as we have a new member page. So if you are new, welcome. We're so excited to have you. We have a page on our website specifically for new members that walks you through all the instructions, everything you would need to know, some common questions you might ask. It's really just kind of like ground zero for you to get started with. And then if you have any other questions, obviously we are all here to answer them, but just kind of as a general starting point. We also want to point out our platforms that we're involved on. Slack is our main method of communication, like we always talk about. I'm sure you guys saw on the bottom of my screen, the little Slack icon is open. It's always open on my computer. Same with our newsletter. Our lovely secretary, Claire, works really, really hard to put those together for you guys every week with all of the information that you could possibly need, even in calendar order. So she puts those in order for you guys from newest to furthest out, or soonest to furthest out. So that's a really helpful resource. And all of these that are in these kind of like turquoise colors are live links. So Liz is going to help us out and send the link to these slides at the end so that you can have a live link to the slides and then be able to click through. And then same with our Instagram and our blog. So we're really excited about all of those, and Claire just got some brand new help to be able to make those even more active. So we're excited. We have Let's Meet Each Other. So these are two Slack channels in particular I just wanted to point out. The first one being #LinkedIn. This channel is specifically for you to share your LinkedIn link so that we can all connect with you and you can all connect with us. So we can start to build that professional network, and this is just kind of the easiest place to do that. And then we also have our Swesters social media, and that's a little bit more of like a fun personal platform. You can share your Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok, whatever you want, whatever is fun, and you want to connect with Swesters. That's a little bit more of a fun personal level, and then we've got our professional LinkedIn platform as well. So those two channels are open, and if you click the turquoise, it'll take you right to that channel if you're already in our Slack workspace. And you can also just join using the hashtag. Any questions about any of that really quick? I'll take a pause. I know I kind of went through a lot of like starting information pretty quickly, but it's all the usual kind of suspects that I just want to make sure you guys have access to. I saw the chat, but I didn't see a question, so I think we're good there.
And just like an update as well for everyone to be aware of when it comes to these calendar events, and you might be wanting to like track your active membership. Now that we have our logistics committee, we're going to be getting out some information very, very soon, and hopefully have a document where you would be able to check your current status and see kind of what meetings you're missing. And if you ever have questions about the active membership requirements, you can reach out to anyone, but they are listed on the very first tab of the calendar link. So you might always just jump to like September, for example, but they're going to be always updated on there and reflected based on kind of current situations. So we are going to have discussions coming up very soon about that volunteer requirement, given the pandemic and given our virtual environment. So there will be updates to come on that as well. And also, this is your reminder, I'm only seeing 37 sign-ins and there's 46 people online. So if you haven't signed in yet, please go ahead and click the link. It's a quick little Google form so that we can get you those points towards active membership.
Perfect, thanks Liz. And I saw the question in the chat. If one of my awesome directors could grab that, that'd be awesome. If not, I am happy to know where the link is when I'm done at the end with our starting presentation. I will make sure to grab that. Any other questions before we move on into the calendar and some other more exciting stuff? Perfect, Liz got it. Awesome. Okay, well then we'll move on into the calendar. Like Liz said, the link to the calendar is right here. And then specifically looking at September, we obviously are here in GBM 2 on the 22nd. We've got an exciting event hosted by our graduate students, but for all, this Thursday on interview follow-up strategies and online. So we know that you probably had talked to some companies during your career fair. You're possibly looking at some follow-up interviews now. What does that look like both on the phone as like a call interview and then like a Zoom interview? So kind of those differences there. And then next week specifically, I want to highlight, we've got the mental health workshop on the 30th. We're featuring our ASU counseling services is going to come and give a presentation. Our directors have been working really hard on that event for a long time. We've been talking about this event since the summer and working with ASU counseling. So we're excited to kind of talk about not only what is being an engineering student do to your mental health and how is that a little bit different as a collegiate student and specifically an engineer. And then also we understand that everything is really different right now. We're much further apart. This is not the ideal for anyone. So how does it take a toll on your mental health in combination with your engineering school that you normally, at least if you're like me, I get a lot of solace in being around my friends at the minimum. So now not being with your friends as much, kind of how can we help combat that? So I'm really excited for that event. It's they've been working really hard on it, and I think it's going to be a really productive conversation. And then obviously on the 28th, we've got marketing yourself for the job you want, and our pro dev committee and directors have been working really hard to get you guys some awesome programming with different companies as well. And so on the 28th, we're going to talk about exactly that. Maybe you're studying engineering and how do you translate that into the job that you're actually looking to get when you graduate, and how do you kind of steer yourself in that direction while you're a collegiate student. So that's what we've got for the rest of the month of September. And then I don't have October on here, but you can go back and look at our calendar. All of these links, by the way, all of these underlines, as I'm sure you know, are how to get to our Zoom links. So if you're ever looking for the Zoom links, they're also found here. And then October, there's even more to come. Any questions on like our upcoming events for the rest of September? Oh, that's Liz being very helpful. You're also more than welcome to unmute yourself and ask audibly if you like. There's absolutely no shame in that. I just want to make sure that I don't miss somebody if they message in the chat. So that's what the next couple of weeks look like, the rest of this week and next week. And then some exciting news. I am so excited to share this with you guys. We've had some amazing award winners and finalists within the last couple of weeks. I'm sure you saw the sneak peek in the newsletter 2 weeks ago, but I'm proud to announce that we have an Outstanding Collegiate Member Award winner in our presence, Elizabeth, our president. This is an award that's given by SWE on an international level. So this is a nationwide award that can be someone is nominated for. And so it's an honor to have Liz receive that award, not only for herself, but for our section as a whole. There are usually some very prestigious universities that have winners of this award. For example, the University of Michigan and the University of Carnegie Mellon always has some winners, and there are some outstanding SWE groups. So it really says a lot about our program and our members in general to have a winner of that. So yes, a big congratulations to Elizabeth on that. Sorry, I didn't mean to click. There we go. And then I also want to make sure I point out we have 2 rapid fire research finalists, Catherine Chamberlain and Emily Ford. Catherine Chamberlain is our annual conference committee chair, and so we are so proud of the 2 of them, and I know I saw Emily here. The rapid research contest is also through the WE International Conference. This is something that you can apply for with your undergraduate, or there's also a graduate section where you can submit your research, and it's exactly what the title sounds like. It's a rapid fire. Usually they give presentations on their research during the conference, and then winners are selected at the conference. But to be a finalist is an honor, and it's truly a testament to the amount of work that we're doing here at ASU and the type of members we have here at SWE ASU. So big congratulations to Catherine, Emily, and Elizabeth. So I just make sure that I pointed that out, highlight to all of you guys that we're doing some killer things here. So congratulations to those 3. And so now, which is a great segue, Catherine is going to give us a little bit of an update on what's going on with WE20. So she is ready. We are ready whenever she is.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Lord knows my mic has been fiddly lately. Can you switch the slide?
There you go.
Can you switch slides?
Oh, did it not go?
I don't see a change. Amazing. Okay, so major shocker, the WE20 conference is completely virtual this year. If you ask me why, it's because of COVID. Amazing. So conference is usually a 3 or 4 day event, depending on how you look at it, but they've completely changed the format this year. So there's these pre-conference events for a couple days, and then conference they've extended to be like a 2-week event in comparison to like just a weekend. So it's a much larger event. There's a lot more lectures and seminars and networking opportunities and events to attend. And the whole schedule is up online. So I'm not sure like what the pre-conference events are looking like. But you can definitely go find everything online and start marking what you're interested in and like what you'd like to attend. And then at the conference this year, they are breaking up career fair so that it's over 2 different weekends as well. And I believe they're going to have the exact same companies at both weekends, but it's to whatever which weekend works better for you, or both you can attend. Like I know the companies I'm looking at, they're attending both of those weekends. So career fair is definitely one of the most interesting parts of the conference. So if you're planning to attend conference, the career fair is definitely something worth going to. If you weren't planning on attending conference, I highly recommend. It's a $75 registration right now, which is a really great price considering what a normal registration is when it's not a virtual conference. So I highly recommend going. And then if you do go and you do go to the career fair, before you attend the career fair, you can upload your resume to the SWE career website. And I linked it here in the slides. Highly recommend uploading your resume. This way companies can see your resume before the conference even starts, and they'll reach out to you and they'll set up interviews with you. So that's one of the best ways to get noticed. And then ASU is going to sponsor some students to attend the conference. everyone has been notified if they're part of that group, having met the active membership requirements and all of our interview stuff. So if you feel like you were missed or anything like that, please contact the conference committee. And if you have any other questions about conference in general, or you want to go by yourself and plan on attending, just holler at the committee.
Awesome. Thank you, Catherine. Are there any questions about conference while we've got Catherine here on the line with us? You can also, like she said, email the email that's on the bottom there. You can reach out to myself, you can reach out to Catherine, but any questions in the present moment? I'll make sure I check the chat. Cool. Well then, thank you so much, Catherine. All right. Okay, so like Liz mentioned, I just wanted to highlight our committee updates. So as I talked about in the last GVM, we had some new committee chair and officer positions, and we went through kind of all the details on all of that. And we now have our selections. So we're really excited to announce the newest members of our leadership team. I'm going to go kind of in order here. So we've got our Alumni Relations Officer, Maya, Corporate Relations Officer, Lily, Social Media Officer, Marina, and our Heifer Suite Officer, Tracy. So those are our 4 officers as of right now, and we're so excited to welcome them. And then we've got our lovely committee chairs, Allison, Kylie, Annika, and Ashlyn. We are so excited to welcome them as well. And then we had a bunch of applicants for our committee members section, which we were super excited about. So I'm going to share all their names on the screen. So we've got Professional Development Committee, and then we will move into Logistics Committee members. There were so many, so I'm not going to read all of them. But we have Mentorship Committee members, which they already have a bunch of amazing events on the calendar, and you know there's more to come, as well as our social committees and our Gear Day Committee, which is specifically for our undergraduate outreach, our tutoring program, which is also a part of undergraduate outreach, and then our outreach logistics. And I think that's all of them. Oh, no, community initiatives, my bad. And then this is really the point that I wanted to get to, kind of 3 big things to highlight. One, we had a couple of positions that we had open that no one had expressed interest for. And so we still have some positions that are available. And so we're going to be sending out a special email on information about that. So if you missed the deadline and you're still interested in being a part of leadership, it's not too late. And then if you're interested in being a committee member, I want to highlight that it is never too late. Signups for being a committee member are going to be ongoing throughout the 2 semesters. We are just going to have, each committee has a maximum amount of people that they feel they can realistically function with. And so once we get to a cap on that committee, we'll remove it from the sign-up sheet. But up until then, if a committee is listed on the sign-up sheet, then they are still accepting members. So you're welcome to join as a committee member at the time that you feel comfortable with, but obviously we encourage you to get started early because we have a lot to plan and a lot that's coming up. And I also just wanted to note that we're really excited. This is not by any means an exclusive process. We're proud to announce that every single person that applied to be a part of our leadership was placed in a position of some kind. So this is not us trying to hand select or exclude anyone. It's just so that we can make sure that everyone is in a position that suits them best. So if you applied for some sort of position within our leadership team, you should see your name on a slide somewhere. And if you didn't, then that is a mistake that has been made. So please feel free to reach out to myself. My contact information is linked there, as well as you can find it on our website, and we'll make sure to get that resolved as soon as possible. All of that information was also sent out in an announcement email on Sunday, so you can see all of that. But we want to give a huge welcome and a big thank you to everyone for applying. We are so incredibly humbled by the amount of people that have showed interest. this leadership team has grown exponentially in ways that I can't even quantify, you guys, since even just my time being within SWE-ASU, let alone when our advisor, Dr. Bauman, gives some stories of when she first started working with SWE-ASU. It's really fun to see the transition that we've made. And I'm just so incredibly proud to be a part of it and to welcome you all to it. So thank you so much to everyone for expressing your interest and joining our team.
Rachel, do you mind if I just add a few things as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm putting a link in the chat now that is our current bylaws. So the bylaws will be moving into like a new document format, but for this academic year, we are bound by our bylaws. And so we just wanted to give a second as well when we're announcing our committees for anyone that maybe this is your first time hearing about committees and you want to learn a little bit more about how that process worked. And so when we now use the term leadership, that will include all of our officers, all of our chairs, and all of our members. So they're now part of our leadership, and it's that ability to kind of have tiered levels of involvement within the organization. And so that's what leadership is. But the executive council is still our directors and our treasurer, secretary, vice president, president. Those kinds of positions make up the executive council. And so the appointment processes for both of those different groups are laid out in these bylaws. So we're getting them uploaded to the website soon. So they'll be on the website as well for you to be able to read, but you should have access to be able to view these now. But if you ever have any questions about some of the processes that happen, please feel free to reach out. We want to have that transparency with y'all, since honestly, it's super confusing. And when I read the bylaws, I still don't fully understand some of the things that are being said, but we're trying to create new processes and new ways to really increase your guys' ability to get involved and get what you want out of our organization. So if we're ever not doing that, or if you ever have questions, please feel free to let us know, and we can, talk about it within the context of our bylaws and move from there. But I just wanted to add that as well in case anyone was interested in how these were selected.
Are there any questions about our updates and announcements or what's to come involving like our leadership team? And I'm getting better at keeping my eye on the chat, so I don't think I've missed anyone, but correct me obviously if I'm wrong. All right, well then we are reaching the end of the kind of business side of things. The last thing we just wanted to take a couple minutes for before we move into our activity is our feedback form. We've gotten a little bit into the semester now. We're about a month-ish on the way in. We wanted to take a moment and ask everyone how we're doing. How have you been liking SWE so far? The events, our GBMs, overall SWE as a whole. How are you feeling? We exist for you. The club is supposed to be here for you. We are nothing without you. So we want to make sure that we are doing everything that you are looking for and that everything you want. So I think Liz just put the link into the chat right now to the feedback form. So I was hoping we could take just a couple of moments and ask you all to fill it out. Obviously, if you, or just save the link somewhere and you can fill it out at a later time. But we would really love to hear how you guys are feeling, good, bad, and otherwise. We want your suggestions, we want your criticism, and we would love praise, obviously. But we want to know everything that you guys are feeling. In this virtual environment, it's really hard to get a sense of what you guys are liking, what you're not liking, how you're feeling, if there's something that would be beneficial to you, if we're spending time on something and you don't see any value in it. We want to know that too, so that in the latter half of this semester, we can start to tailor kind of what we have going on to you all. And then especially for our spring semester, making sure that we're in a better situation. I also just want to say, I know that the university has been sending out some different updates on the current status of allowed in-person and non-in-person events. I just want to reiterate that for the time being, SWE will only be holding our meetings in a virtual platform. Okay, I'm seeing that there's something wrong with the form. I think Liz is fixing it. Sorry. I try to be a form master and sometimes I mess it up. But I just wanted to reiterate that we are only hosting our meetings at the present time online. So I know there has been a little bit of an update and a little bit more flexibility, but all of our meetings for the time being will just be online meetings via Zoom. If anything changes, you guys will be the first to know, but just so that we're all on the same page for now. Okay.
Did we get the forms to work? I'm sorry, it could have been, we tried
Yeah.
to update it so that you could submit like multiple responses. Oh yeah, so if you only have one thing to give feedback on and then you're done, it'll loop you back to that same question about if you're giving general feedback or for a specifically. And if you don't have any additional feedback, you can go ahead and click no, I'm done. I just figured that there might have been some times that, hey, this event was really good, but I also have general feedback. So it gives you the opportunity to put in a couple extra ones instead of having to restart the form.
Yeah, exactly, Liz. We just,
it's okay, no worries. We can flip through anything that happens on the form. No worries. It's just okay for you. We can organize it on the back end.
It also is possible to get stuck in a loop in forms, so I wanted to make sure that wasn't happening. But yeah, we wanted to give you guys the opportunity to give feedback about a specific event or just SWE overall. There's kind of a couple of different options, and we wanted to make sure that if you wanted to give feedback on multiple things, you had the opportunity to do that. Same with if there's multiple events you've attended and you have feedback on. By the way, you have the option for this to be anonymous. We left a spot for your name if you'd like, but it says right in there optional. This is really just a space for you guys. We won't have any record of who submits what. And myself, Elizabeth, and Kayla will be kind of sorting through responses and making sure that they get to the appropriate director as well. So we want your honesty, good, bad, and otherwise. So, okay, I think the form should be good now. If there are any other mistakes or problems, obviously let us know. I'll give it just another minute and then we'll start on the half hour if that sounds good to everybody else. And I'm really excited about the game that we have. I hope you guys like it. All right. Does everyone, the link to the form is linked in the slides as well as Liz sent it. If everyone has it bookmarked or saved for now or later. Otherwise, if we're ready, I'll give the introduction to our game.
Before we switch to the activity, was there anyone else from leadership that maybe we missed something in the slides or you thought of something while we were on the call? Or is there anything, honestly, is there anything that anyone would like to say, leadership or member or otherwise?
Sorry, in regards to what I'm like filling out my test response on the form.
Is it broken, Claire?
No, it's not. I would just suggest a couple of edits to it, but we can talk about that later. But yeah,
Okay.
Other than that, the form's good. It's a little tricky to navigate though. But yeah, we can discuss it later. So you're doing okay.
Anything else? Then are we ready for game time? Cool. All right. Well, then let's get into it. I'm super excited. Okay, so for those that we're playing the game Code Names. This game is it's technically a card game. It's a physical game that you can purchase, but there's also a super fun virtual game. Emily says, so I think she may know what game this is. I had never played it before, so I'm excited to share it with you guys. I played this game over the summer and it's pretty fun. This is the PDF. Yeah, Liz just sent the link to the slides so you can follow along with the instructions as well as click the link for the full rules, the official rules from the original creators of the game. But what's going to happen is I'm going to put everyone into breakout rooms in groups of 4, And then you're going to find a partner. So it's going to be a pair of 2 and a pair of 2. And between you and your partner, you're going to decide one person is going to be called the spy master and one person is called the operative. And so there's a spy master and an operative per pair. And then there's 2 pairs in the game. If there's, for some reason, an uneven number, then we'll cross that bridge. There's solutions to that, but that's kind of the general, is groups of 4. So the way that the game works is that there are 25 cards, each with a word on a card. And so the words are just random, and the cards are assigned a color that only the 2 spy masters will see. Team 1 is red, team 2 is blue. The gray card is a bomb card, and there's just one of those. And then if there's no color on the card, or it's just a white card, it's just a neutral card. And so the 2 spy masters will be able to see the colors of the cards, and the 2 operatives will only see white. So all the cards will be the same to them. And so the spy master will give a clue, including one word, and a number to their operative. So for example, I would give maybe the clue society, and my number is 1. And what that means is the word that I just gave, or clue that I just gave, society, associates with 1 card on the board. So if I had said 2, then that word in my brain associates with 2 of the words on the board. And so the operative has the number of guesses plus 1 as the number given by the spy master to select a card that they think goes with it. So for example, if I had given the word, I gave the word society and I gave 1 number, and Liz was my operative, Liz would have 2 guesses in order to find the card on the board that she thinks goes with it. And so if she selects a card, it'll show the color of the card. And if it's our team's color, then we got it right and we get a point. And then Liz will continue the turn depending on the number of guesses that she has. If she gets it wrong and the card shows the opposite team's color, then the other team gets a point and our turn is over. If the bomb card is selected, then the game is over and we would lose. And if Liz had selected a neutral card, then we don't get any points and we don't win or lose and our turn is just over. So it basically just ends the turn. I know that's kind of a lot, but I linked the rules and it's pretty simple once you get like kind of going. But the idea is it's kind of like when you're playing charades and you're trying to map it out and you're trying to understand what your partner is thinking, but instead of being able to act things out, you have to kind of make the mental connections that they would. So in my example, if I gave the word society, Liz would have to find the word and then maybe on the board there's the word woman. In our brains, she would maybe pick the word woman because we're the Society of Women Engineers and those would go together for us. But there could also be the word elite. So then maybe she would have to decide, oh, is Rachel thinking elite or is she thinking women as like the counterpart? Is kind of an example. And then the first team that selects all their cards wins. So this is the link to the game. You can go to that website and we can send it, but it's just www.horsepaste.com. And you can make your own little, one person can make a board and then you guys can get started. You can give a demo if that helps. Maybe I'll show a little bit. So if you click on the link, it'll take you here and you can just type in whatever you want as your link. And so then this is what the board looks like. And so you'll send this link to your all 4 people will pull up this list. And it says at the top whose turn it is, and you can kind of see here in the corner. So this is the operative or player view. And then if I had been the spy master, you click on spy master view and you can see the colors of the words. So then these are the ones that I'm trying to give as a hint for my partner. And the blue ones would be the ones they're trying to give. And then pie is the one that you don't want to click. That kind of help. So if you're the the operative, you don't want to click on the button down below because then you'll see all the colors. So you just stay on this screen and the Spy Master can switch to this one. Are there any questions? I see a chat. The second team has the higher number of codes. Yes, exactly.
I have another question as well.
Yeah.
So when you go into the horse piece link, I think, so do we all just use the same like SWE ASU code right there?
No, you'll make your own. Otherwise, all of SPASU would be playing on the same board.
Okay, so
You'll make one for your little group of 4, and it can be whatever you want. It can
okay,
be breakout room 1, it can be anything, as long as it's just like unique to you guys.
okay, thank you.
Yeah. So I'll do this. I'll send you guys to breakout rooms, and then if you have questions, I stay like in the main room, so you can send a chat to me if you have any questions. But there's also, I will send this link into the chat right now, just so you guys have it. I know Liz also sent the link to the slides, but here's the link to the game. And then this is the link to the full official rules if you guys want to be able to review them again. I give you kind of the synopsis. And there's lots of like little details, but that's the main theme of the game. Any questions before I send you guys off? Okay. All right, well then have fun. If you have more than 4 people in your room or less than 4 people, I'll be like in there to explain how it works. Oops, wait, hang on. Ah, dang it. I messed it up. Sorry.
So if you do 6 rooms, I can hang out too, so that then it's an even 4
Okay, there we go.
per person, like per group.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. Okay, so I will send you guys, and then I'll kind of move you around. Perfect. Okay. Have fun.
You don't want to record this epic session, Claire? Oh. You're muted.
Yeah, sorry, it's just like an automatic setting I put for my Zoom. But yeah, anyway, I'm the person recording this, so y'all want to be recorded during this part or not, let me know right now. Does anybody have any problems with being recorded during this part?
You're fine.
No? Okay, cool. All right, so I have not played this game before. Has anybody else had any experience with it? Emily, I'm guessing you have?
I played it, I first played it with an English class, jokes, and then I played it with my best friends for like 2 hours, so.
It sounds like so much fun.
It's better with more people actually, because like it's not just one person who's the participant, but like you can kind of, like I said, I did it with a whole English class. We were just split in half, so we had like 10 people trying to guess what that one person was thinking. It was kind of great. Also,
Okay.
English majors are very abstract, so it was extra hard.
That sounds awesome.
Oh, my name's Emily. Hello.
I'm Claire. I'm the secretary.
Morgan.
Oh, you're muted.
I am sorry. There's my dog barking. Sorry. I'm Andy.
Schnauzers.
Oh my goodness.
All right, what room name shall we be? Room 3? That's what we are.
Yeah, I can see if that's available. Let's do all lowercase or something. Okay, I think that will work.
Okay, could you send us the link, please?
Yes.
This is about to, the chat's about to blow up. There we go. Ha. He he he. All right. Who wants to be Spy Master?
I have no idea what's going on. So
I will be the blue team Spy Master, which will go second. So
Okay.
someone will be the red team Spy Master. So that means, you know, you hit the lower right, you hit the Spy Master button, you see all. And then in my friends, we have a tradition. You have a dramatic reading. The other 2 people who are not Spy Masters have a dramatic reading of the words while the Spy Masters try to think of their first clue. Because you have to, stare at it and be like, how am I going to connect those words? How do I get them to not hit the bomb, etc. So who wants to be my opposite spy master?
I think I am also on the blue team, so it's either Morgan or Andy, I think.
I can do it.
Okay, so we will switch our screen to spy master. So we will see the colors, the other two will not, right? You guys don't see the colors?
All right.
Sweet. Please have a dramatic reading while we concentrate deeply.
So just to kind of reiterate, do I read the exact word on here, or do I have to give a hint to something else?
By that I just mean alien, row, just dramatic reading. It's a joke, but just give us a second to think. Basically, you, Andy, and Claire can ponder the words, and we'll try and think of our clues. Basically.
Okay. So I literally just read the word. Okay. Olive. Maple. Do I click on cards or something, or like what am I?
No, we're just trying to stall so we can come up with our first clue.
Okay.
Especially because it's Morgan's first time.
Base. Moscow. Pistol. Code. Tablet. Forest. Moon. Pumpkin. Bomb. Jam. Row. Shakespeare. Web. Snow. Screen. Spider. Alien. Thief. Pumpkin.
Did you guys finish them all yet?
I think. I don't know. We went out of order.
How you doing, Morgan? You ready for your first clue?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
Okay. So I say the word and then how many like it can refer to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Explore and 2.
Explore. Okay, so wait, to clarify. So then I'm supposed to guess the 2 words that explore relates to?
Yep, and you click on them and you see the big reveal.
And do I have to tell you guys when I click on them, or like will you guys see?
We all see.
Oh, okay. Explore.
This is why it's fun to have more people you can freak out together. We're not allowed to say anything now.
Oh, I hate this because I'm thinking like planetary exploration, but like what if you meant like wilderness? Because like there's so
Maybe
many
that was
things
bad. Maybe that was
could
bad.
you explore. Okay.
You got this.
Let's see. I think Moscow. Oh shoot!
That is a record. Andy, I've never seen a first round lose, so congratulations. That is awesome.
Wait. So hold on. What? So okay.
You just hit the bomb.
Yes, I know that. I get that. But why are there red and blue cards here too?
Why they're what?
Why are there like red and blue cards here too?
That's what we see. That means the game's over. You see the whole board.
Okay, wait, what did explore relate to?
And then like space and web.
Oh, dang, okay.
But then
Okay, so I should have gone with what I was thinking of first.
You're good. It was
really
too
hard.
broad. I kind of forgot about
So,
the blue
wait.
ones. I was looking at the red.
So, Morgan, you saw that, like, Moscow was my bomb card, right?
Yeah, I saw it was a darker color.
Right.
Right.
That's just what Andy happened to pick first.
So, Morgan gave, like, a really broad hint, and it actually worked out.
Well, for us, we won.
For you
They
guys.
lost.
idea what's going on. Okay.
All right, and do you want to keep on the same spy masters, or do you want to switch spy masters?
I'm good
Okay.
if you want to.
I guess so. I think I have enough information on what's going on right now.
All right. So we hit next game, and then the top left, does it say battery for everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So
All right.
wait, Morgan, do you want to be the spy master?
I'll let you have a chance.
All right, Morgan, are you ready for your dramatic reading while they're thinking?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Battery. Oh, we'll take turns. I'll say the first word, you'll say the next word.
Okay.
Battery.
Spell.
Triangle.
Eagle.
India.
Poison.
Buck.
Kangaroo.
Skyscraper.
Himalaya.
Racket.
Switch.
Doctor.
Press.
Bridge.
Field.
Dog.
Germany.
Scientist.
War.
Date.
Thumb.
Square.
Vet.
Board.
Okay.
How are you guys ready on your hints?
So I like just blurt out a word and then however many words I think it can be associated with.
Yep, and I'm supposed to guess what you mean.
Okay. I'm gonna say light, and I
Okay.
think it can be associated with 2 words.
Okay. Oh, nope, blue's turn. I went for battery and it switched. So, but everyone saw how it turned yellow?
Mhm.
Perfect. So now it's blue's turn. And then now in the future, the next hint Claire gives me, let's say I get them all right, or I'm not sure what to do next. Now I can remember, oh, she said light too. I screwed that up. So now in the future, that's why you get that bonus. So you know how in the rules it's word number, you're allowed to guess that number +1. And the +1 is for when you screw up hints. So now I know in the future, if I get a chance, I have a light as a hint to work with.
Okay.
Okay, Morgan, the word is professional, and the number is 2.
Ooh. Nice. And you can guess one more if you're like daring. You literally can pick a random word, or you could hit end turn in the top right corner.
I'm gonna end it because she said 2.
So statistically, you're better. The best random guess would be now, statistically. Okay. Ready for you, Claire.
Oh God, I don't know. I have no idea like how else to describe this word.
You could lowball it too. You don't always have to pick like multi-words. The highest chain I've ever seen work was 4 words.
Okay. Electricity.
Okay. And then for how many?
For 1.
Okay.
I'm a little confused here, but we'll see.
Not screw this up. My only other thing that I would think of would be like switch. Oh.
So
I'm lost. What were you thinking, Claire?
okay, I have no idea how to play this. Am I supposed to give you the red cards or the bomb card?
The red cards.
Not the
That's
bomb
how we
card.
win. You see
Okay.
the numbers in the top left? That when we reach 0, you win. Or if someone hits a bomb, the other team wins. Hey, we're learning. So now it's 1-1. We won 1, they won 1.
Okay. I think I understand this a little better now. That's the part I was
Okay.
confused on.
Yeah, she didn't explain the premise. So the premise is your spy masters trying to find all of your operatives. So does that make sense? And then for me, when it was explained to me, the black card, it's not a bomb, it's an assassin. And if you tap the assassin, like, oh, are you an operative? They murder you. So that's why you lose. You
Makes a
done
little more
did.
sense. Okay, so then like all the red cards are like our operatives in our case.
Yep.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, next game. I think I have one more and then I gotta head out.
Okay.
Okay. So what does your top left corner say?
Cast.
Cast.
All right. Do you want to be spy master again, Claire? I want to see this.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Want to
Andy?
switch, Morgan?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Andy, I will start. Are you ready for your dramatic reading? Okay. Cast.
Amazon.
Chest.
Genius.
Head.
Calf.
Hook.
Berry.
Rose.
Bell.
Mouse.
Rabbit.
Light.
Check.
Death.
Draft.
Kiwi.
Stadium.
Knife.
Spy.
Hawk.
Bugle.
Pass.
Dinosaur.
March. All right, who goes? Let's see, Red's turn. All right, Claire, are you ready?
Yeah. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say body, and I think it can be associated with 3 words.
Okay. I'm gonna say head. I'm gonna say chest. I'm gonna say calf. And I'm gonna stop there.
Okay, mine is band, and it can be associated with 2 words.
Band. I'm going to say bugle.
Ooh, it is now our turn. Thank you for the extra word, Andy.
Sorry, Andrew.
Morgan, by chance were you in marching band?
No.
Okay.
That was not
Because that hint means something different to me.
that.
Okay. This time I am going to say, plant, and I think it can be associated with 2 words.
Okay, plant. Ooh, so we have a kiwi, a rose, a berry, and the Amazon. What is the most plant-like? Well, let's go with rose, because roses are red. Ah, all right, now berry, kiwi, or Amazon. Plant. Well, kiwi is a berry is the joke, and then the Amazon is a forest. I'm gonna go with berry. Okay, okay, that's done.
Okay, mine is month, when it applies to 1.
Did you say month?
Yeah,
Month. Okay, sorry. I couldn't hear you at first.
that's okay.
Okay, that's going to be March.
There you go.
You can guess one more if you feel confident.
I don't.
You got 7 other ones out there.
Shoot, man.
It gets hard when you get to a couple.
Yeah. And I can only use 1 word, right?
Yep, one word, and there's like rules about how like, oh, proper nouns aren't allowed, but I don't think we're playing that specific.
Okay. I'm gonna say discovery, and I think there's 2 words associated with that.
Okay, discovery. I'm gonna try Amazon. Nope, 3 points for blue.
Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna say games, and it can apply to 2.
2. Okay, games.
You guys doing good? Do you have any questions?
I think we're doing okay.
Perfect.
I think we're good.
Perfect. Then I'll leave
Thank you,
you guys to
Rachel.
it. Of course, just wanted to check.
I literally.
You can lowball it. You
Sorry.
don't have to be advanced
Okay,
players.
It could be stadium because games are a stadium.
There you go.
Okay, what else has to do with games? Games.
This one might be kind
Maybe like rabbit because rabbit's game.
Oh, that is a game, but nope, it switched. So that was a civilian. So you didn't hurt yourself, you didn't hurt us, it's just a civilian.
So can I click another or no?
Nope, you're done. That's why it says red turn on top now. You see that?
Oh yeah, sorry.
You're good.
They need to make that font a little bigger. That is kind of hard to
I think so too. It's nice for what it is. It's not free online game, but a little quirky.
Okay. I'm trying to give you like one that fits like 2 of the remaining that we have left, and I don't know what else to do. I'm gonna say end, and I think that is 1 word.
End. All right, we're gonna go with death. And then for my free guess, I'm gonna go with genius because that reminds me of Discovery. Okay. And that's it. I've exhausted all my turns. It is now Blue's turn. And you just need to, I've seen people screw up on the last word and hit the bomb, so don't feel confident.
Okay. I'm gonna say. I feel like I'm gonna say trap.
Trap.
For how many?
1.
1. That'd have to be spot. Oh, what?
Oh,
No. What is
no?
up with this?
All right, Claire, bring us home.
I'm
Ancient,
sorry.
and it's 1 word.
Okay, I was thinking she was going from dinosaur was the other Discovery one. Okay. Good game.
job.
All right, I'm sorry I have to pop off, but it was awesome playing with you guys.
All right, later.
That's fun.
I have. Okay. How is this gonna work now that we have 3 people?
I am gonna have to go because I have to make
Okay.
dinner for my family. So
Yeah, I'm like kind of making spaghetti sauce right now. It's just kind of simmering. So
there you go. All right. Bye.
it was nice meeting you guys.
Yeah,
You
bye
too.
guys.
Hi, Rachel.
Hey, I'm gonna stop recording.
Oops.
Or I don't know if I can.